Hey everyone, Positron taking a quick look at SolSeraph. This is a game being touted as a spiritual successor to ActRaiser on the Super Nintendo. It is developed by the Ace team, who've done things like Rock of Ages, for example, you might know, and Xenoclash, I believe. It is published by Sega. They were kind enough to provide me with a code to check this out. I'm playing the PC version, so thanks to them for that. This is also available on Switch, PS4, Xbox One, as well as Steam. So I guess the disclaimers would be, one, they provide me a code for this, and two, ActRaiser is one of my favorite games of all time, so there are some criticisms I'm going to have here. It's $15, and hopefully this video will help you decide whether or not you want to take the plunge yourself. I think there are some good things here, I think there are some bad things here, or perhaps things that could use some work. So I'm going to start with my save file, which is 40 minutes in. I've played the majority of the first area of the game. But we have the freedom to choose what area we want to go to. Much like the original ActRaiser, we have this world map where we can fly around. We play as Helios. And of course, there are monsters and the corruption of man and things like that. So we have some analogs to ActRaiser places. You know, we have a frost area, we have presumably like a volcano area. There's an island down here. Nothing really tells you what area you're supposed to do first, but I'm going to try to do this area, and I'll show off both the platforming sections and the simulation sections. Like the original ActRaiser, this has two styles of gameplay. So we'll go into Erebos here, and if I'm unable to beat this level, then I'll go back to the first area and show off the sim section. So here's our side-scrolling section. Hey, there's a pot with some mana back there. Sneaky. So this is Helios, he can double jump. To my knowledge, I can't glide. We have a downward attack, but it is not a sword plant. We have a little 3-hit combo. We have people next door to me making a hell of a lot of noise. We can backdash, we can block, and we can fire magic arrows, like so. We've got these kind of goblin ogre type things coming in here. They have pretty big hit ranges. Now we can actually arc our arrows up and down. Get that bug, for example. One common theme is that, again, visually, there's a lot of nice stuff here. The game is very impressive visually. It's very pretty. Sound is nice. They have some of the original composers doing sound. Something you'll notice, though, is enemies frequently are not in the actual scene. They'll come from forward or back. You know, foreground or background, which is a bit problematic sometimes. We have an analog to the first boss of ActRaiser here. Take him out with my arrows. Yeah, I find that sometimes it's difficult to tell when an enemy is active. You know, like this bug, for example. You know, can we tell when that bug is active in the world? And as a result, I end up finding myself taking a lot of damage from enemies that are not quite active yet. Oh, there's a spider. Like, you're not active yet, now you are. I think that makes it a little frustrating at times. Because stuff like that happens where I could have sworn, and I might have just missed, but I could have sworn he was active and I was going to hit him, but I didn't. To my knowledge, there are checkpoints. So, we just didn't hit one. But I don't know how the checkpoints are, how far apart they are. Mana does not regenerate over time or anything. It only regenerates when we pick up mana orbs. So let's see if we can get through there. Some of these enemies I can probably just run by. In fact, if I run by them, I might be able to get past them before they even come on screen. That's actually kind of funny. Oh, but you do have to continue to kill enemies to proceed, it seems. Well, I've probably got myself in a bad spot here. Let's see if we can block this. We'll see, you do get a little bit of invincibility frames when you block, which is nice. You have somewhat of a similar attack arc as the Master from ActRaiser, but the combo kind of throws the thing in the mix a little bit. Okay, you're not on the screen yet. Now you are. You can kind of tell by the shading. Alright, we got a big big ogre type, couple of big ogre types coming in here. I suppose we could fight one of them. Pretty cool looking. Footwork here. There we go. Oh, it looks like we probably have to kill this other one too. Nope. I actually don't know if I can block that attack. This guy is just having a grand old time just swinging his club around. Care in the world. Now you don't bounce off of enemies or get any invincibility when you do a downward strike, so you gotta be a little careful with that. That was a big health upgrade, and we have the music getting quiet here, which means we're probably coming up to a boss. I think? Oh, yeah, it's getting all dark and cloudy here. Oh, we're actually fighting one of the layer keepers here. Oh. Alright, Kirby's Dream Land, settle down here. Now I don't know exactly how much damage the arrows do. Oh, I presumably quite a lot. Alright, and when we complete a platforming section, we're able to go into the simulation section for the first time. Which is this here. So we have Zagreus here. Grassy Waste. Zagreus, bringer of visions, father of freedom. Huh. Seducing some innocent humans somewhere. Humans are causing change. Strange visions cloud the future. A mirror image seeks to slay you. Blame the wine. Wow. Go and seek the other lands of humankind. Speak when my task is finished. Oh, okay. Well, presumably I can't actually go here yet. I wonder if this is actually one of the later areas. Well, that's fine. We can go back here, and we'll anytime we want to come back, we can just go back there. So let's go back to this first area. And we have Priya and her grandfather. Now, I've already progressed through some of this, so I'm going to try to get all this talked about ASAP here. So the way this works in SolSeraph, as opposed to ActRaiser, is it is a tower defense situation, not just a... we have no direct powers, basically, is what I'm getting at here. We do have, you know, godly powers. We can make it rain, so the ground becomes fertile, which we need, actually, to be able to put farms there. Farms provide food, which tell you how many max humans you can have around. In fact, I would like to build another house here. Some more folks there. Every time we build a house, that gives us 5 more people. We can assign people to different locations. So we can assign them to farms. We can assign them to defensive structures, things like this. Yeah, so the way this plays out is tower defense, which I have mixed feelings about. On one hand, I think to some extent it works okay. However, one thing that I feel is a strong detriment is there is never any sort of clearing. So once you can build a temple, and as you build the temple, this is a lumber mill, but we have no more trees nearby. Yeah, once you build a temple, you can then attack one of the monster layers. In fact, I'm going to use a godly power here because I'm a little concerned about... There we go, I can put an avatar of myself down there. He'll fight for us. I can also strike things directly with lightning, so I choose. I can do like one of these. A little bit of damage, not a whole lot. And then if I want to refill my energy, you can see in the upper left, I can gather clouds, which is kind of a nice little thing. Yeah, so we can build all sorts of these structures. Yes, the way we clear these monster layers is we build a temple nearby, then we can attack the monster layer by going into it. So we'll do that right now. While these waves are playing out. You see we've got some spike traps here, we've got some melee units that will block the way, we've got some archer towers. Yeah, so let's... Oh, can I do it while you're under attack? That's actually very good to know. I did not know that. I think we can actually speed up time if we wish. One of our godly powers. We want this wave to end sooner. Actually, a little concerned about this tree here. Let's use some lightning on him. I don't trust him. There we go. Refill here. So once everything is cleared, we'll get that wave start bar again. And we'll have the ability to choose when we want to start, or it'll eventually time out and start for us. Now on the upper right, you see the number of people we have. You can see the food we have. And you can see the wood we have available to build structures. Below that is the number of souls we've gathered from enemies. I'm not entirely sure how that comes into play, but... Alright, new building unlocked, the Forge. This is packed power of nearby offensive buildings. Okay. Which hammer can the great tree bleed before it dies? King of trees does not care. Alright, well, let's get rid of this monster layer here. So when you attack a monster layer, you have a little mini level. It usually manifests itself in a bit of a gauntlet. And once we clear all these enemies, we'll get a mana upgrade, which I believe increases our maximum MP. And we will clear the layer. But again, clearing a layer does not stop enemies from spawning from it. So you always have to continue to be vigilant on the tower defense portion, which, again, I have mixed feelings about. I would prefer that you were able to just clear an area and then feel good about it. There we go, mana upgraded. So theoretically we have more now. I'd like to get into what I assume will be the back half of this world. Yeah, so every time we destroy one of those, this crystal gets smaller. And I assume eventually we'll be able to clear that. So to build out further, we need to build roads. Roads don't cost anything, but you do have to build them out in order to go further. So we should now be able to, once this road finishes completing, this is kind of similar to directing the path as you would in the original ActRaiser. So we'll have another wave coming in here. I'm actually running pretty low on lumber, and in fact I don't see any more trees, so that might be a problem. There does seem to be a finite amount of resources. Now I could remove an old lumber mill, I guess, and that'll give me some wood back. I'm trying to think where my other lumber mills were. I think there's one here. Okay. And one here. So we'll get some of that wood back, because I would like to put down a few more spike traps if possible. Spike traps can only be placed on the road. And we probably will need more forges. Oops. Can't. Oh, we don't have enough wood for that. Okay, well, Godspeed, everyone. In fact, I'm probably going to have to... I wonder if I can remove these temples as well. No, enlightened temples cannot be removed. Okay. Going to quick cut here. Alright. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of together learning here, because I actually have no idea. What does the temple cost? Temple costs 10. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I have no idea what happens. Do these count as trees? I don't think they do. Yeah, I don't really know what happens if you run out of wood. I mean, I can destroy structures, and structures don't... structures can't be destroyed. Yeah, I'm not not 100% certain what to do there, but we can at least get this one. And what I would like to try to do is basically get into the second level. We only need one more temple to do that. We've got more than enough defenses to handle this. We just need this person to get down here. Unfortunately, I don't believe I can build road past this point. Yeah, I have to clear this before I can build any more road. Here we go. Here comes someone to the temple. They will come down here. Now, I don't know. Maybe if I make it rain enough, trees will grow? I don't think so, though. I can make flowers grow sometimes. So this person will have this temple enlightened. Here we go. So let's attack this later. We have a very different looking area here. A very epic sounding track. Nope, not dealing with you archer folk. We can go through here, actually. Honestly, didn't even realize. There we go. I don't know what happens if we fall down there. Perhaps we can just go down there. Yeah. What do we got down here in this cave? We get some fish. Well, we're probably gonna have to clear those out. Some jellyfish. A couple of crabs down here. This is a much more elaborate area. Wow, this thing has a ton of health. Holy crap. Health and mana. Weather mana upgraded. Okay, so that's... I did not know you could find those upgrades. It's pretty nice. We got another one of these vicious crabs down here. Fire a whole bunch of mana arrows into him. Alright, we got him. There must be a couple more goblins up top. One of the things that I have read about this game is people were saying that the double jump was finicky. I don't feel that way at all, to be honest. I feel like the double jump has been very easy. Oh, I guess that was showing me that there was a pit down there. Huh. That's interesting. Nice, but perhaps unnecessary. Go. Boy, there are a lot of enemies here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought that was the end. I wonder if perhaps we're going to get some sort of mini-boss in this area, even? Health globe is always nice. Long jelly. No. Oh boy. Your third swing does have slightly more range. Oh. Fish. Another one of these evil crab monsters. I'm very surprised at the length of this level, being a like a full-length level versus a gauntlet type situation. Which is somewhat concerning because I don't think there's going to be any checkpoints in here. Alright, we can do the fancy footwork with this ogre type. Which also makes me wonder, I mean, we probably don't actually have to clear all the enemies then. Ooh, nice shot. By nice shot, I mean you were firing for me off camera. Oh, are we actually going to have a boss here? That's very interesting to me. There is slime and stuff all over the place here. Again, the environments look pretty cool. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to handle this one. I don't think I can quite get down there. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is just a gauntlet of slimes. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then we'll be out of there. Yeah, so I am going to make this a slightly longer quick look again. Because I want to see what the second level is like. Yeah, that's not completely gone yet, but will be soon. Well, we can build a road. And again, at this point, I'm just going to build a road and then build a temple. I don't see any purpose to really make more, and honestly, I really can't make more. Oh, we need... Oh, wait, must build near village, so I have to build out here. I don't know what qualifies as village. The question is, what can I remove here? I don't entirely know. Well, is our other lumber yard done? Actually, I think I removed all of them at this point. I suppose I could remove some of these structures. Those do cost a lot. And let me see if I can build a house out here. Insufficient food. Okay, I need to build a farm first. The farm here. Staff it. We'll build a house here. Does this count as village? I have to say I was slightly amused by that. Alright, we'll put someone in there. And I'm hoping that everyone will be able to take care of this stuff. Perhaps we'll drop an avatar here. Now this ability does have some sort of cooldown, or perhaps you can only have one out at a time. How are we doing up here? Seems okay. The avatar seems to be going for these slimes less than the big guys. I think we'll be okay here. I would like this a little faster, though. I believe in you, folks. You can do it. Oh wow, there's more still. Unfortunately, I don't have any archer towers down here, and I really can't afford to build more, so... I think perhaps this is one of my other complaints with the game, is that I feel like this section, you have a lot of just sitting around. Whereas I felt like there was always something happening in the original ActRaiser. So let's try to go through here and just get into see what the second level looks like. That would be my my goal here. See that tree in the background. So I think let's see if I can wrap up my thought about this. I think visually and in terms of sound, there's some good stuff here. There's a lot of good stuff. It's pretty. It looks cool. Sound is nice. Music is good. But I think it's taking the simplicity of ActRaiser and complicating it in the wrong ways to bring it into a modern era. Oh, that fish is just blocking my camera. Yeah, I think some of the Super Nintendo design of enemies just kind of spawning on top of you, like this. Like these guys I couldn't even hit and just causes me to waste mana. I don't really like that. I think that's cheap. I think the effect of them coming from the foreground and the background is cool, but what damaged me there? But I think, oh, that guy was over there. But I think being, you know, wasting resources or being hit when you really have no chance of knowing what's what is frustrating. And for the tower defense, I think that it's a little too complex in the wrong ways. It tends to be a little complex in kind of tedious ways rather than engaging ways. Kind of the simplicity of the original actors are really sold it. So I mean, I don't think there is trees. I don't find him and strike him down. Can we just go there? Okay, so I can get into this level, and we'll just look at this level and then probably wrap it up here. I'm trying to give it a good overall of the game. As I continue to try to talk over the people next door, because my god. One of the other things I think about the platforming sections that they're missing, and maybe this happens in later sections that I haven't seen yet, but even in the beginning levels of the original Actors, the platforming sections were interesting in both action and platforming. And I feel here the levels are a bit too bare bones in terms of level structure. Is this death? No. An HP orb guy. I mean, okay. This is a good bit here. This seems to be a branching path. I like that. But yeah, I feel like the original Actraiser had fairly interesting levels, whereas these are very just kind of left to right, you know, going about it. Quick pause there. Let's see. So we have this guy again. Just odd. Did not expect to fight him. I'll probably use arrows here again. Yeah, there we go. Weather mana upgraded. Except... oh, or perhaps there are two paths. Maybe we... do we have to go all the way back? I will admit that I am a little confused here. Perhaps that each side of this has a mini-boss? Whoops. Also lost a bit of my train of thought there, but yeah, I wish these levels were a little more interesting. This level's a pretty good example of actually of a more interesting level. But many of the others that I've seen so far are oh, that's a cheap hit. I will say that is a cheap hit. So is that. Okay, now we're getting into Bubsy levels of cheap hits. I mean, how would I know without already being through this level? Alright, goodbye, slime. Hopefully there's some health up here. Alright, that's a pit. If there is not health up here, and just a boss, I'm gonna be in trouble, I think. Alright, there's some health. Alright, that's a pit. Oh, that is ground. Okay. I thought so because the goblin was on it, but I wasn't entirely sure. These spiders, man. There must be a checkpoint. Okay, well that guy just kind of told me where the end of the platform was. Come on with these spiders. Please do not take a drink every time I take damage from surprise spiders. Oh. Well, I think we get it. We get a checkpoint here. I am going to try to finish this level. This is like the world's longest preview or review video here, but oh, okay. Oh no, we lived. All right, so there was a surprise spider somewhere around here. Wasn't there? Oh, maybe that was further up. I'll probably use some mana arrows on this guy. Oh, sometimes we can stop his jump, but sometimes we don't. I think it has to do with comboing. I guess you can't interrupt his attack, but you can interrupt his jump. Oh, weird floating platform here. Presumably, we're going to a boss fight against the King of Trees, as it were. Oh, I did not think that was going to start moving. I'm really trying my damnedest to get through this. I want to make that clear. But perhaps I can maneuver my way through some of these enemies. Okay, he does jump high enough. I can get to the... Oh, you can't jump to that platform. That makes sense. I mean, it is kind of a solid object there. Ooh, there's a little bit of momentum there. That was a scary moment there. I'll get some health. Now I gotta be careful when we get on this. Yeah, there we go. So you do take a lot of knockback. Seem to be getting higher up here. Health globe. Big health globe. I think we've got boss time here. The Ghostbusters would know how to deal with this. Oh! King of Trees. Did not expect the King of Trees to be a giant slime monster, I will admit. Oh! The animation on him is pretty neat. I'm probably just going to use all my mana on him. Alright, there we go. Alright, which we did. I wonder if I can block that attack. You can't interrupt your attacks with a block. Let's find out. Yeah, I can block that. Oh, we got him! Lord of Thorns and Amber. And we get a healing herbs power unlocked. So that must be a different type of magic we can use. And presumably now we've cleared an area. And I will wrap up the video here. This is SolSeraph. Again, thanks to Ace Team for providing me a code. Total this land has ended. Many more years, oh boy. I still like soup. Yeah, so this is available on Switch, PS4, Xbox One, PC, on Steam. It's $15. I think it's okay. I think the tower defense stuff needs some tweaks. If they are going to continue to support the game, I would definitely tweak this stuff. I think the action section stuff are mostly okay. I would be interested to see more of the later levels. I do think some of the enemy placements are really bad. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I wish it was better. Again, ActRaiser is one of my favorite games of all time. It's really hard to live up to that. And maybe they'll make some tweaks to it. Maybe they'll make some updates. Or maybe they'll make a sequel even. And learn from what they've done here. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click like, helps a bunch. Subscribe for more. Greatly apologize for any noise that was in the background, and I'll see you soon.